phone. Because you can imagine the likes of Ciela, what she would have on her phone. She smokes a lot of the green, and she needs to get it from somewhere. So there could be details like that on there. There's something else on that phone she's shitting herself about. The Observer, been thinking of you when I've watched Kyle's lives. Hope you're okay. The Observer. Yeah, Kyle, bless him. He's been doing another few. He just did a sushi one. 32 plates of sushi. Ew, blimey. She's always blaming her mental illness for shouting. But no, exactly, no. She says she's got crippling anxiety like Alphabet. People with crippling anxiety do not go around the streets holding a phone like that, filming themselves, shouting the shit that they shout if you've got anxiety and you're sort of scared about being around people. And all the stuff that she does, I mean, I've known mentally ill people, severely mentally ill, and they do not go out and abuse people in the street like that. Not all of them. Now, there are people that do and attack people, but they are on another level of mentally ill. CLA isn't mentally ill. What happens is, she pushes her luck, she claims the mental illness is a get-out-of-jail-free card, right? She goes out and creates chaos. She knows exactly what she's doing and what she's saying, but sometimes she just takes it a little bit too far. She gets carried away in the moment, and then when it comes back to bite her, when there's a lot of backlash, then the mental health card comes out. Like in the last video she did, that where she went around that town and there was absolutely fucking chaos, and she was drunk. She blamed all that on the trolls. She went out and abused all those people, verbally and physically, and caused all that trouble because of the trolls made her do it. No, you did that on your own. You went out to cause drama, to get views, to get gifting. You had a few too many to drink, and it went a little bit too far, and then you got backlash. Then it was mental health. The trolls made us do it. Sitting on camera, crying, and being all vulnerable. But then 2 minutes later, you're on screen not so vulnerable and screaming abuse at people. TikTok gave me a violation for saying that she's always using them. Exactly, yeah. This is the other thing. I mean, I put a video up the other day where, was it Kelly Hollis got a main account permanently banned. And she speaks out in a different way to me, but same thing. She speaks out about these people and other things, similar things on TikTok. And she gets a permanent ban. Yet the people you're speaking about can go on live or post a video and say and do anything. Up to, I mean, again, they can cross over the line and TikTok has to be seen to be proactive and do something, but that line is way up there compared to where we are. And they can go on and they can say anything. I mean, Celia has gone on, and Ems and all them, and on live, where everyone can see, actively took part in substance abuse, whether that's alcohol, not just a little drink like what we're having, or someone will have a glass of wine, I mean, necking bottles of vodka, or smoking the green, rolling joints on live, and nothing's done. Yet someone can go and put a comment on a live and they get a violation and get banned for a simple comment. Like I say, someone sent me a message and said, I got a violation because I wished someone a happy birthday in a comment on a live. It's wrong. People's accounts are getting banned for literally nothing, and yet these people are doing horrendous things on live and nothing gets done. And again, it all boils down to money. TikTok is protecting the revenue stream no matter what cost. Angela, hi Brian, you're spot on. I've had a few. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, amount of people have come forward. And I think Jackson, because she has an agency. Well, they have these agencies, but when we say agency, I use that in very inverted commas. They're just a group of people who represent them and thing. But it's not just because they got agencies. It's because they make so much money for TikTok. They make a hell of a lot of money for TikTok. And if you've got two creators, I'm going to use the word creator very loosely because I don't class them as creators, but you see we've got two creators. And one of them does that behaviour but makes a shitload of money for TikTok. And you've got another channel that hasn't got very much money, doesn't make nothing really for TikTok, and they're trying to tell people about the bad practice of these people that are making the money for TikTok. Who's TikTok going to strike down? They're not going to strike down the one who's making them an actual small fucking fortune. They're going to take down the channel that's threatening that small fortune. It's simple money, simple maths. Now, by fluke, if a channel who speaks out against these people got up to their level and made a lot of money, which is counter to what we actually do because we don't want to do that. If, say, my channel just absolutely exploded and people were gifting out, just ridiculous amounts, and TikTok was like, ooh, you're making some money there, Life of Brian. We'll have a chunk of that. Then they'd have a situation because you'd have a money stream that can do and say anything they want that's disgusting, but then they'd have a money stream who's trying to call that out. So what would they do then? I suppose it would mean who was making the most money. But if you could make as much as them, TikTok will give you that same level of protection. Of course they would. Now, TikTok make shit all out of me. They make absolutely nothing. Oh, thank you for that, Lisa. They make nothing out of me whatsoever. I mean, these TikTokers, they brag they make what? 20, 30 grand a month, some of them. Ridiculous amounts of money. In the last 6 months, in gifting, I have made about £4.75. Now, I don't think TikTok's going to be jumping up and down in the boardroom right at this point, wondering how they're going to spend this small fortune. So, of course, they'll still... People like me, oh, thank you, Sally, nothing to them. We nothing. But if you're making 30 grand a month and TikTok gets 70% of that, they'll just turn a blind eye. And that's what they do. At best, I've seen if they really overstep the mark, they get a temp ban. And I'm talking, they get a ban, and then the next day, or even the same fucking day, they're back on live again. They get just a temporary ban. And yet, like we've said, people like myself, now they're getting permanent bans with no chance of getting them back, even when they appeal, for literally nothing. Because, to be fair, if it was fair, it doesn't matter how much money I was making, the same rules should apply no matter what. That's the thing. And it clearly, there is a divide. It is there. It exists. And again, if you're speaking out against a revenue stream that TikTok has, because if you trying to say to people, don't gift these begs, and TikTok's like, oh, but we make a lot of money out of them, you know, they're going to strike you down. And they don't care. They don't care about if it's morally right. They don't care whether you appeal. You're done. You're gone. And that's the scary bit. That's why a few of them, like people like myself, I don't, but a few people like me who do these things, they got like, what, I think, what's his name? Come on, I'm trying to think. Gobshite Grandpa and that do it. He's on to about his 7th or 8th account now. He just keeps making a new one and starting again. Which you can do, that is an option. But it's a clad on, isn't it, really? Because you've got to start again. I know a lot of your followers will then just jump onto the new one in your thing, but, oh my God. Do any of these begs ever... Yeah, one or two, I think I've sent a few people onto my lives to cause some disruption. Just about like this one, reading from a script. I get the odd troll like this as well. There's a couple of them there that pop in and just repeat the same thing. But I have heard on the grapevine that a few of them have seen a few of my videos and, well, of course, they're not going to be my friend, are they? You know, they're not going to pop on and have a lively debate about the subject because they know what we're saying is right. And we know that because they've admitted it themselves. They've said, that's the crazy thing about the sheeple, the people that follow these people blindly. They've sat on their own lives and said that a lot of the stuff they do is fake, that it is scripted, that they're working together, and the people that gift them are basically Muppets. And it seems to make no difference. Then they still get gifted. That's how dedicated some of these people who follow them really are. It's quite scary. Live restricted for some audience. Live contains themes. Oh, that's my fault. I forgot to put the age restriction thing on. I was in a rush to get started. I thought TikTok, we were talking about getting restricted. I thought they were about to, like, shut me live down there for, like, talking about them, telling the truth. Yeah, obviously because I'm drinking a drink and we talk on certain subjects. But that shows that they monitor lives, right? See, there's a good example. They're monitoring the live. And they've seen that I haven't put the age restriction thing on. So they're like, ooh. But then see you later and go live and smoke a joint and things like that on live. And they don't get any backlash. Imagine if I did. I mean, if I said this before. If I emulated, or someone like me emulated what they do, shot for shot, word for word, I guarantee the live wouldn't last very long. Reading from a script, yeah, they're like, you're copying and pasting. Copying and pasting. They shouldn't have community guidelines if you are not exactly, Kim. If you put in place community guidelines, and you can, you know, and they keep slapping us with that you've violated community guidelines, that has to go for everybody. We all have to be under the same It's basically, we have community guidelines for those that earn under a certain amount. If you earn over a certain amount, don't worry about the guidelines. Just don't bother reading the small print, nothing like that. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. We're watching the lives, and we'll just, like, you know, click and bypass that, and away you go. That's kind of where we are. It's crazy. Like I say, of course they're monitoring the lives. Of course they're monitoring new videos. Dunno, but they complain about everything, food, hair, whatever they are. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing that pissed me off with the Alphaba one, where she was eating the pasta. Again, if you haven't seen the video, pop on my wall. It's on there, but I can't argue with the customer. But the thing is, how arrogant do you have to be sat in the restaurant and you're on live stream with the staff watching you, and you're, wonderful food. And then 20 minutes later, after you've eaten most of it, say that. That's so annoying, and I've seen how annoying it can be for staff because of where I work. And you can see they know they're being scammed, but there's nothing they can do about it because, again, they know that if they argue, the customer will kick up a fuss, cause a scene, and that's what you don't want in your restaurant because it puts other people off. And I mean, for me, working there, when I'm off duty, I would just, I'm itching to step in and sort of like, you know, walk over to the table and say, oh, you found it was horrible, you didn't like it, but you've eaten 90% of it. It took you 90% of the meal to figure out that you didn't like it and you want a refund. But obviously I can't because, you know, managers will not be too happy with me when I turn up for my shift the next day. But this is what the begs do. They not only want your money for nothing, but they want everything for nothing. They don't go into a cafe, get the nails done, get the hair done, nothing. They want to pay for. They only pay for it if they absolutely have to, but they will try every which way they can not to. If she was famous, people would recognise her in the street. Again, they don't. There's the odd person who might watch TikTok, might be in London, and I've seen where they shouted, "Roots, darling," but again, somebody could visit Whitby and see me and say, "Oh, Life of Brian, fucking hell, I watch you on TikTok, mate." That doesn't mean I'm famous. That means they've just seen me on TikTok. And that's what I mean. They walk around the streets in the place they live, and the people know them, but not because they're famous, because they know, Christ, I hope she doesn't come into our cafe. Jesus Christ, have you seen what you... And again, we've seen that happen where she's walked into a cafe and the owner's going, "I know who you are, no," and doesn't want to be on film, and they start causing a scene and she kicks off. But she hasn't gone into anywhere and getting a cup of coffee or a sandwich or anything and just sat down and gone, "Oh, it's all right, this is a lovely cup of coffee. This coffee's always too hot, it's too cold, it's too milky, there's not enough milk. It's not facing south, it should be facing west." Any excuse under the sun to try and either cause drama for views or get what they what they've ordered for free. It's simple. Excuse me, but I need to pour the rest of this lager into this glass because I'm still cooking. Not that many of the general population are on TikTok. Exactly, there are a lot of people on TikTok, but like what Sally's just said, there's still a lot of people not. That's why people don't recognise these people. Yeah, obviously if Keanu Reeves walked down the fucking street, a lot of people would recognise him because we all watch films and things, but not everyone is as dedicated to TikTok as everyone else. Yes, I saw one. He took her coffee from her. Yeah, exactly. Actually, yeah. You know, the one I saw was where she went in and he wanted nothing of it, and he came towards her and put his hand up. He didn't touch her phone, but then she kicked off saying, "Oh, you attacked me, you abused me." And he made it quite clear, "I do not want to be on this video." And again, of course, she does. She doesn't put the phone down because she live streams fucking everything. But now she is. It seems like she's getting a reputation in and around London where she lives. People don't want her coming in because they know exactly what they're in store for. And it was funny because the Elphaba one, Harrod, where she was a Harrods and thing, one of my friends watched the video, agreed, and actually tagged Harrods in my video for them to have a look, so they might maybe won't fall for it again. I don't know whether they actually saw it or not, but she calls it her protection. She can call it what she wants. It's not protection. Having in London, having your phone in front of you is not protection. I'm surprised someone hasn't just lifted it and ran off with it. But no. She, I mean, I don't care what anyone says, her sole intention when she goes out and live streams it and she walks into somewhere is to cause drama. She's not just going in for like, well, people who love watching me can have a cup. I mean, if I did that now, if I said, right, guys, Life of Brian is going to be in the middle of Whitby tomorrow, and we're going to be live, and I went to a cafe, and I would sit down, and I would enjoy you being there, watching Whitby and watching what I'm doing, and I would have a cup of coffee, and I would enjoy the cup of coffee. I wouldn't think for a minute of going in, disrupting everybody that was in there for sheer views. But that's what she does. She's not going in to have a cup of coffee. She's going in to create a scene, to create a scenario, to create the delusion. Because she knows that's what a sheep will want. That's what a sheep will give her money for. She will play that part for as long as people keep throwing money at her. She will play that part. Oh, Sally, you're not kidding. She craves negative attention. Because that's what gives her money. And then say the coffee is cold. Exactly, Jax, exactly. Was it an apple spritz that she drinks? They're always cold. Not cold, sorry. You fool, of course they're cold. They're always not quite right. They're not sparkly enough, or they're too sparkly, or you can't taste the apple in it properly. They will probably gift her to get a new phone if someone... They would. That's the crazy thing. Because she expects them... I mean, look at what she expects. She caused all that drama, and she said it stressed her out, and she got arrested, and that stressed her out. And she was looking at another place to go and stay to relax, even though she's been on like 7 holidays to cause, again, drama and gifting. And she found some... Now, did she find a little B&B somewhere where she could go and stay and relax and, just unwind, a couple of £100 a night? No. She sourced a 10 grand a month place. And then went on live and said, right, you're all going to have to get your hand in your pocket and pay for this. I mean, who else would get away with that? I mean, could I go on live and say to you lot, right, it's like this. I'm fancying a holiday. I know I live in Whitby and I'm by the coast, but I want to go into the countryside and I want to stay in a posh place in the countryside in the middle of nowhere. Can't afford it, but I think you lot should get your hand in your pocket. It's going to cost us about 12 grand. Who does that? You know what I mean? No. If I can't afford to go somewhere, I don't go somewhere. I wouldn't expect anyone else to pay for it for me. But they do. Because they know the sheeple will do it. KJ who? Well, at the minute, it's CLA we're talking about. But you can wrap that around anybody. CLA, Alphabet. Well, all of them that get the money. all the way from Celia, which is kind of the lower end, all the way up to the likes of Evil Queen and that, who still say to people, I'm not going to go live until I get 10,000 likes and 3 unicorns and things. It's the same difference. It's just a posher way of doing it. They do it. And the thing is, people paid. That's the thing. I mean, she's been on more holidays in the last, say, 3 months than some people get to go in 2 years. Oh, thank you, KJ. You don't have to give me, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, I could just kill an ice cream right now, actually. I'm boiling. Like I say, I'm ginger. This heat for me is no different to a fucking vampire going out in the sunlight, and, you know, it just blanches me fucking skin off. Hence why I'm sitting inside drinking this. I might have a couple more because I've got to go to work tomorrow. Just building up to it. But it's going to be an interesting couple of days. Well, say the next week. Because we're up to a certain level now. I mean, I did say I'm having a bowl of cornflakes, and why not? The entertainment value is going up. We've got CLA doing all this fake bullshit. I watched a video today with Ems in a kitchen. She was balancing, she had something on her head, balancing something, and then a pan on top of that. Balancing thing, and I'm thinking, like, what's going on here? What have I just walked into? The gifting might fizzle out eventually when people wake up. Well, that's why we do these videos. That's why we do the videos we do, like the videos I do on my wall, is to educate people, inform people of the tricks that they're using to manipulate people to get money out of them and gifting. And you see, like what I've always said, the gifting is being misused. The gifting is there for a reason. The gifting is voluntary. It's not mandatory. You shouldn't, no matter how, you know, you shouldn't be telling people to gift you. It's there for them to gift you a little token if they think that your content or your channel is something that, you know, they want to watch and they enjoy watching, a little bit of a thank you. I don't believe in the big gifts like these unicorns and fucking £300 and £400 and £500 gifts that they can chuck at them. Now, of course, TikTok's going to let that happen because they get a large chunk of that. So, of course, they want people to gift big. But that shouldn't be a thing. Mr. Tuck got kicked out. He's Villa. Oh, he's Villa. He wished he lived in a villa. Or was he on holiday, do you mean? Was he on holiday? Hey, Vicky, I am very well, thank you. Welcome to the live. I did see Mr. TikTok UK official, if I can speak, doing a skit of CLA. He put some makeup on and something, and he was shouting, "Roots, roots." And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, they're taking the piss out of each other now. It's like... Yeah, but the thing is, they can't go on holiday. I mean, every holiday I've seen, even the Evil Queen, they go on holiday and there's always something happens. There's always some drama. Something kicks off. They get chucked out. They have to go to another hotel. I mean, can you imagine if all the holidays were like that? Fucking hell, I just wouldn't bother going. God. 2019 was my God, that's, yeah. You definitely need a holiday then. That's a long time. Last holiday I went on, myself and my partner, it was over at York. And it was just a little, like a yurt thing. It was outdoor living. It wasn't like a yurt. It was like a traveller's caravan thing, like a gypsy caravan thing, but like done properly. And it was set in a field, and it had its own jacuzzi, wood fired, everything wood fired. It was absolutely fucking amazing. We were in the middle of nowhere. I didn't see but 2 people the whole time we were there. It was fucking brilliant. We were surrounded by just countryside and fucking sheep and cows. It was amazing. We had barbecue every night. Every night I was sitting up till midnight in the jacuzzi. I would just stoke it up, wood fired, get it up to temperature, and we'd sit there on a morning. The people who warmed the place, because there were several caravans there, but they were so spread out you never saw anyone. And they would come on a morning, and you wouldn't even we wouldn't see them. We'd just hear them, and they delivered hand-cooked pastries, made in hand-cooked pastries for our breakfast, and that's the last we would see of them. Oh, God. It was amazing. Some people might say, well, but when you live in Whitby and you've got all these people all the time, like 6 weeks holiday now, Whitby's going to be absolutely insane. Need to get away. Celia is going to America to meet a rapper. Oh, yeah, Vicky, we've just been talking about that. She's going to see Eminem. Oh, and there was another one where she said she was the one who promoted Eminem back in the day, and P. Diddy or someone like that, I think she said, and if it wasn't for her, they'd be nobodies. I'm like, okay. And a sheep will lap it up. They lap it up. But like I said, they've gotten to such a level of delusion, the fake delusion now, and said stuff. Where do you go from here? Sorry, I'll just unblock that because TikTok blocked it. Yeah, it cringes the word. And like I said, we've got the up to the level of entertainment with M's sitting drunk in a kitchen, balancing tin pans on her head. That's literally it. I mean, that's the level of entertainment we're getting to. Like I say, I came into that live and I was like, what am I watching? What was the lead up to this? How did we get to this point where we're balancing tin pans on our head? Jax, I believe Eminem is sending a private jet for her. Yeah, bless. Oh, he'll make billions, like she said. She's going to be a millionaire. She's going to make hit records. I mean, remember, 6 months ago, she was going to go to America, be on the James Corden show, and boo your car America and blow up America. They won't even know what's hit them. Didn't quite pan out. Do you think she'll get a ban for good? She seems worried. She'll not get a ban for good. No. I know the police are involved with some of the stuff she said in the past, but she'll not get banned for good, no. She still makes too much money. The only way she'll get a ban for good, if she drops off slightly, she's not making the income that she was, TikTok's not getting as big a cut that she was, then maybe, then she drops back down back down to the level of us mere mortals on TikTok. He was in London yesterday, was he? No, she said that, and she was on the live saying, oh, he's around here, but then someone said he's actually in Hong Kong. He wasn't even in the UK at the time. It was just, I think that was just the friggin', bullshit from fucking CLA to try and get a sheeple to believe it. She was roaming around the streets saying, oh, he could pull up in a fucking limousine any minute now. He's looking for me. No, he's not, love. Trust me. Oh, God, I mean, I do sometimes when I go on. I know, like I say, the fake, it's all bullshit, but I mean, Jesus Christ. I sometimes watching not YouTube, I'm on the wrong thing again, on TikTok, and I'm thinking, I did just get up into the Twilight Zone. This is an alternate reality I've just stepped into, where this can't be fucking real. Oh, thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate that. The more we can get out there, the more, awareness we can get out there about what's going on, what TikTok's up to. Naughty TikTok. Naughty. You need to get yourselves pulled together. You need to get things sorted. See, TikTok are watching. They know that people are talking about this now. They know that people are on to what they do and protecting these people that are making money for them and giving them a form of protection that the rest of us mere mortals don't have. Whether that might elicit a change at some point, I don't know. Probably not when there's money involved. She was supposed to be having a meeting today with the BBC for a documentary. Oh, the documentary one, yeah. Now, this is the same documentary she was going to be on last year when she said the BBC and the news were going to do a documentary on it. The same documentary that Alphabet said that the TV company were 100% guaranteed they wanted to make a documentary about it, which never materialised. But people have got short memories, remember, and they forget about these things. She'll get banned if the police inform oh, God, yeah. If the tax man gets involved, she might not get a ban, but she might be doing the lives from a slightly different location. Let's put it that way, at Her Majesty's pleasure, or the King's pleasure now, yeah. Fucking hell. Graham Shaw, rinse and repeat scripts. Are you talking about the Begs, or are you talking about me? You're talking about the Begs? You're absolutely correct. 100% correct. Oh. But yeah, there will be no documentary. Again, big TV company, BBC, ITV, I don't care which one of them she picks, Channel 5, Netflix, I don't care. They're not going to make a documentary about someone who sits and begs on TikTok and think that they are so famous and make... I mean, what the hell They could make a documentary about it. Oh, TikTok thinks I've gone to sleep again. Let's do the jigsaw. Marvellous. They could make... freaking hell. Get it right. Bloody captions. They could... Oh, cheers, Graham, yeah. I mean, there are a lot of people like me who make content like this, but unfortunately, TikTok doesn't like us. Never mind that the Begs that we talking about don't like us, TikTok doesn't actually like us. Like I said, because we damaging their money stream by talking about these Begs. But yeah, it's the rinse and repeat script thing. It's like... It's not changing, that's the thing. And again, what they do is they rely on people having short memories. And they do a certain routine, they give it a couple of months, and then they do it again. But people have forgot that they've already done that. It's like oh, something new. No. And again, it's not like you've got to do a lot of digging to find out that they just repeat and regurgitate and stuff, because it's still on TikTok. It's on TikTok forever. But she's just getting worse day by day, and we can't get the violations just by passing her. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, like we said, people are getting violations for putting a thumbs up emoji or a smiley emoji. So what the hell chance do we stand? None. But does that mean we stop and we stop trying to inform people? Because like I've always said, if I can make a video like this, and even not directly, if one of you lot go away and you're on a live and you see people like pushing for money and trying to get people to gift, if we can just stop one person who shouldn't really be gifting, who can't afford to gift, but they feel pressured, or they want to get some recognition from these so-called TikTokers, and you just make them think twice before they click that button, then that's all we ask. It's not about people gifting who can afford to gift, because they still shouldn't be gifting. It's about vulnerable people who are easily led and manipulated, and they don't realise that a lot of this is not real, and they're chucking money at it that they can't afford. Keep the money in your own pocket. If you can't afford stuff, if you're struggling to pay the rent, if you're struggling to put food on your table for you or your kids, if you're struggling to buy your kids things that they need, don't be giving money to these fucking people. Keep it. Spend it on your kids. Spend it on yourself. But for God's sake, don't give it to these people. If you're watching someone's content who does not beg for money, threaten you for money, if someone starts a live stream, let's just say everyone seems like Evil Queen. Oh, she's different. No. She starts... Oh, thanks to the Observer. If she starts some of the lives and saying, right, we're not going to start the live or start it properly, I'm not going to engage with you until I get to a certain level of gifts. That is no different to CLA just saying, get your cash out, give us your fucking money. It's just done in a more subtle, posher, nicer way, but it's the same thing. But if you go onto someone's live who just starts the live normally, doesn't constantly ask for money, and you, like some people have on this live, they've dropped a couple of little gifts, that's perfectly fine if you're enjoying the content. but not because I've told you to do it or someone on a live has told you to do it. Vicky, the sheeple are the enabled throwing the money, yeah. A lot of them can't see what she is because they can't see past the delusion. They can't see past the delusion and the illusion. It's as simple as that. Exactly, observe, it's still manipulation. If you putting limits on your interacting with your audience and you're putting paywalls in place, I'm not going to give you... Oh, thank you for that. Someone else who joined the team. Welcome to the life of Brian. Thank you for that. If you putting things like that in place, to me, no matter how nicely you're doing it, you're still no better than CLA. You shouldn't be putting any restrictions on your viewers at all. Oh, Vicky, you are in the team. You are in the team. But nowhere would I ever do anything like that. Hang on. Hi, sweet cheeks. Sorry, I'm just catching up with with some of the... I went on a little bit of a rant there, and I got lost in the comments. Folks said to me 18 months ago to do a GoFundMe for a stairlift cost. The NHS wouldn't fund one. Yeah, well, again, things like that, if it's done properly and it's for the right reason, if people are raising money for people who've got disabilities, again, that's fine. But to sit on here and expect people to throw money at you for nothing it's a totally different thing. Genuine charities and genuine people in need is a totally different thing. So I'm still just catching up. She's all over my For You page. Yeah. Mate, trust me. I mean, I do follow what these begs do. So obviously they do pop up on my page quite a lot, but it's like, at the minute, it's all that's fucking popping up. I'm struggling to find genuine content that I want to watch because it's just, Jesus Christ almighty, it's just relentless. Bob, I see you there. The gifts that keep on giving, I see she's abroad. Is she abroad again? You're joking. That's a new one on me. I didn't know she's gone. Where's she gone now? Good Christ. She's never in that fucking flat. I don't know why I mean, she thinks that, like, you know, it's posh and she lives in London. Well, actually, someone actually did put a post up and actually Googled the place, and it's council owned type of thing. It's not very posh, and it's about £130 odd a week rent. It's not exactly like the high living. They are shameless. They are not sure, her and Nat. Oh, I'll have to look into that one. I wasn't aware that I can't remember where they said she was. Now, I know she was trying to get money to go away to relax, and I'm sure she said it was with Nat. But I didn't think she'd gone yet. Again, she shouldn't. Again, what Vicky just said with the police investigation, she shouldn't have been allowed out the country. Dylan, my comment got banned on someone begging. All I said was stop begging. Exactly, and I bet you got a violation for bullying and hate speech. Exactly, they're begging on live and abusing people. And yet you get a violation. I mean, fucking hell, you can't make it up. Bob, I can't keep up. You're not kidding me. I mean, like I say, she was trying to raise 10 grand from a sheeple because she was wanting to go away or stay somewhere that was supposed to be 10 grand a friggin' month or something. And her and that were going, but as far as where she hadn't gone yet, but she must have slipped away friggin' quick and gone. But again, if she has, and that's right, mate, then the sheeple have stumped up the money. The sheeple have given her the fucking money and gifted the money to go away and do that again. And is she going to go... Now, everyone watching this live now, is she going to go away and relax and chill out and not live stream everything and just relax and just get herself back right? Or B, is she going to cause as much chaos and drama as she can, probably get removed from the place, and blame Nat, who she's with, or anybody else, cause possible criminal damage, and then try and basically get all of her followers to blacklist the place where she's staying. B, Sally, you're spot on. She is not going to go... I'm going to have to what? I'm going to have to watch out for this now. This is going to get interesting. The ladder, Brian. Defo. Exactly. And again, people have fallen... I'm getting pissed off now. All the crap that she spout, and people have... This proves, though, I mean, I'm getting paid off, but it proves that we're right. The sheeple have thrown enough money at her for it to go away again and start the bloody cycle all over again. She would cause trouble in an empty house. You're not fucking kidding, Vicky. But that's the thing, she will. I need to get away and find myself. And she sat on live and said this, that she needs to change. She was raw. I need to change. I need to better myself. I need to go away. Give me 10 grand so I can go away. And I'm going to do better. Not going to happen. Botox and nails should have been a clue. And having a bath. Watched it. Hang on, Bob. They blocked your comment again. She's a... oh, God, I mean... It beggars belief that people will throw that much money at it. And I guarantee some of these people that are gifting it can't even afford to go on fucking holiday themselves. And they're throwing money at her like that. I mean, God almighty. Well, get ready, because it'll come. She'll do the first live where, oh, God, this is amazing. Oh, look at my posh surroundings. Look at where I'm at. She'll brag. She always does the same script. She'll brag, and it'll be, oh, look at the posh tea, look at the posh, oh, look, they've got the jacuzzi, we've got wherever she's staying, it'll be, oh, look at me, darling. Yeah, look at what all the poor people, the sheeple have, paid for you to stay. Then it'll go downhill quick. Then the next stream, she'll be complaining, oh, that's not right, oh, I've been thinking this is not right, that's that thing, oh, this... Room service isn't very... Well, it depends where she stays, but she'll complain about something. The complaining will start. Then if it's a hotel, she'll have the life of the frigging people on the front desk. She'll literally have the life. She might order some room service again to brag and, oh, look at me. But trust me, it'll go downhill fucking fast. And we're talking maybe 2 or 3 days in at best, if she lasts that long. And then it'll just hit the fucking wall. There'll be no relaxation at all. All the crocodile tears and the woe is me. And they fall for it every time. A card keeps... I saw that, Sweet Cheeks, yeah. The card keeps declining because she spends money like it's going out of fashion because it's not her money. She can spend it because she knows that the sheeple will just pop her some more money in a bank account. But I think what happens is she runs out of money, it gets declined, because again, when you're on the way TikTok works, you don't get paid every day, you get paid out every month. So I think, all the money that they gifted her, it builds up and she has to wait. So when she's running out of money because the card's declining, but then wallop, the money comes in and off she fucking goes. Have you heard about the internet crashing? Yeah, I did, Bob, yeah. Microsoft. Supposedly an update, but the timing's beautiful. Someone decided we'll do a major update, a major security update that will affect the whole world, but we'll do it on the beginning of the holidays when most people are going to be flying out the fucking country or need access to the bank accounts and things like that, and the whole fucking world just stopped. It's like... So someone either knew exactly what they were doing or someone really shouldn't have been pressing buttons that they were pressing. But yeah, it's she says her net worth is 43 million. Nah. Mine's Microsoft isn't. Yeah, it's Microsoft is in a bit of bother at the minute. But yeah, her net worth is... She's living in a... It doesn't matter whether you're living in... I mean, she says she's living in London, and I saw her do a live, and she said, oh, when you're living in London, and these people talking about me living nowhere, where do they think I'm living in London? That makes me famous. Hang on, I'm choking. putting that woman's name in my mouth nearly chokes me to death. She lives in London. That makes her special. Well, technically, Chelsea, I live in Whitby, which is a very famous place here in the UK. The Abbey, 199 steps. It's the birthplace of Dracula. Bram Stoker actually stayed in a hotel just down the road and got the inspiration for the story that is Dracula. But does that make me special? Because I live in Whitby. It's a very expensive place to live, like London. Because she says it's an expensive place to live, so a bitch like me, you're living in a council house, love. A council flat. I'm actually in a house. An actual house that, you know, is not joined to anything else. I've got no one above and no one below. I'm in a house. But just because I live somewhere that's well known and a lot of people come to visit, just like London, does not make me better than anybody else. Doesn't matter whether you live in London, Whitby, or where the hell you live. In a council estate somewhere, doesn't mean you're better or worse than anybody else. She told the police her name is Chelsea, then ended her life quickly as it's not. She was... Oh, God. London is a big place, but there's some shitholes there. Of course there is, Helen, yeah. Just like everywhere. Even Whitby, you've got your nicer end of town, but you've all towns haven't they? Even the posh ones, no matter how posh they are, they got the slightly... The areas where you don't really want to go into very often. And like I say, if she lived in a mansion on the top of a fucking hill in London somewhere, or in a private area that was, you know, gates on and everything, and she was the only one that lived there, and she owned the house, then you can brag. Then I'll give you it. You can fucking brag. But she lives in a council flat, technically, whether it's in London or not. And she hasn't paid her rent for a long time. Just saying, Chelsea, my rent's paid every month on time, and we don't pay for it off TikTok or anything. We pay for it we do this weird thing, right, where every day we go to work and we work our asses off and we get money and we pay our bills. Definitely, I live in a rough estate. Again, yeah, it doesn't matter where you live. Just because an estate's rough doesn't mean the people in it are rough. It just means it doesn't mean anything. Where you live, you could I mean, I know there'll be people living in fucking 4-story buildings that they own. People with money. Some people with money, they aren't good people and they aren't nice people. Yet some people that don't have a pot to piss in are some of the nicest people and will help you and give you the last pound in the pocket if they think they can help you. Money or wealth, or not having money, it means nothing. But she used it like, you know, I've got money, so I'm somebody. It's sweet. Oh, the mental health, don't get me, the mental health card is a belter. She loves playing that one. That's just like a get out of jail free card in Monopoly. You land yourself in trouble, mental health. Oh, I said something absolutely disgusting, mental health. Oh, bollocks. I bet she's not having mental health where she's on holiday now, like Bob said. If she's gone on holiday, she'll not be suffering mental health now, will she? She'll not be suffering anxiety. She'll be giving it all the booyah cars. I have nothing but help the homeless. I'm disabled and try to do my bit. Exactly, Greenie, exactly. Your worth as a person is not down to how much money you have. Like I say, I've known some rich people. And they're not people I wish to associate with. Yet where I grew up, the town I grew up in was not a rich town. It was a poor mining town. And some of those people, they would literally do anything for you. They don't have money themselves, or they don't have a lot of food, but they would offer you to come in and give you your tea. Even though they didn't have a lot of food themselves. That, you know, it's like money means nothing if you're not a good person in here. She's been arguing with Nat and left the hotel to go to a mansion. What? Sweet Naomi, what's going on? So, if she has gone away, like what Bob said, so if thinking watching, so she's gone into a hotel, already had an argument, and then left to go to a mansion. Again, what fucking mansion's this? Bring back those love thy neighbour. Exactly. Oh, those days are long gone. I was always like that. The town I grew up in, you knew your neighbours, you knew the people in your estate and things, and you respected them. But her delusions, yeah. Well, if she's had an argument, generally being she's on holiday again, she's had another argument, she ain't gone to a mansion, that's the bullshit she'll be feeding a sheeple. But again, that's what I mean. They can't go 5 minutes without having an argument because they know her sheeple will switch off and not give her money. They have to cause drama. They have to cause the argument. So she's not having a stress-free time. She's not laying on a bench getting a massage and just relaxing, watching the sun go down with a few drinks. Same shit, different place. Oh, well, our For You pages will light up like a Christmas tree then. Over the next couple of days, we'll have all the videos, darling. Because obviously, she'll be live streaming everything as usual. So, yeah, people will be clipping it. Green, I haven't had a holiday in 14 years. Jesus. Mind you, I had a holiday for a hell of a long time. Like I said, it was a couple of years since I had a little holiday. But yeah, you're talking, God, fair few fucking years. She's on everyone's lips though on TikTok. Is that Jen? Yeah, the thing is, Bob, that's what she's doing. But again, it's a double-edged sword because yes, she's on everybody's lips, but not in a good way. Yes, everyone's talking about her, but that doesn't necessarily always relate to views and money. You'd be better off doing something worthwhile and getting talked about for the right reason. She will have gone for her green star. Oh, Vicky, you're not joking. Bob, for wrong reason. Yeah. Hey, Angel. So, yeah, I wonder what the argument was about then. I wonder what... See, again, it won't have been a real argument because that's not how they work. It's not how they work. They'll have get on the way there, they'll have thought, right, when we get there, we can show off a little bit and show where we are, but we'll have to do something. We'll have to do something. And I wonder what they sat there and think, like, what should we have an argument about? What should we kick it off about? What the topic tonight is, again, TikTok begs and TikTok being naughty themselves by protecting these TikTok begs. And we just talked about CLA, who's gone on yet another holiday. She was asking for 10 grand because she needed to go away and relax after the stress of getting arrested and things. Seems like a sheeple have paid up and given her the money. And she's gone away and she's already causing drama. So, yeah. Not new per se. It's new, but not, if that makes sense. It's new bullshit that they spouting, but the same bullshit, if that makes sense. Because they very much change up the routine. When she went away with Goddess, instead of going by train, she went by taxi. 300. Jesus. Well, again, you can do that because you're not paying for it. A sheeple are paying for it. A gifters. Yeah. She sat on live and said she needed about 10 grand. She found a place where it would be 10 grand a month, and she expected her fans, her sheeple, to stump up the cost. Now, she hasn't... The hotel she's gone to, I doubt, is 10 grand, but they've paid her enough to be able to go away again. I made 23 pence on a 4-hour stream. I was just saying, bud, like, I was the same. Since I started going live about 6 months ago or so, I've made about £4.75. And they make and then they asking for money. See, they drop when they ask for gifts do the begging and all the crap that they do. They're getting dropped thousands of pounds in a live. People are just throwing money at them hand over fist. Biggest one was £5.25. Yeah, I saw the live and she laughed. Exactly. She knew that they would stump up the money. She knew she was going to get the money. I nearly become homeless nearly 3 years ago and had to jump through hoops, so many hoops for help. Exactly. Genuine people, you have to jump through hoops. You don't get anything for nothing. Yet these people on this app, they'll give a sob story, and again, that's another trick that they use. They create a crisis event, and they'll create a sob story, or my rent's due, or I'm late on my rent, or this and that thing, and people, they just throw money at them. And they're so privileged for having this, and it means nothing to them. They're not grateful for anything that they get or any money that they receive, ever. Oh, they do. They sob on live. Oh, woe is me. And then the next day, it's like, have you seen my new nails and my hair extensions and the things that everyone just bought us? Lovely. These people just click fingers and they go and they have everything. Yeah. It's in when you look at it, it's insane. Right, what we're going to do as well before I go, Celia said that she was wanting to try and get up on the rankings to number 1. This was obviously before she snuck off and gone away, because she wanted a lot of money, basically. And now we know why. You notice they cry, then 2 seconds later they straight away, oh yeah, they can turn the waterworks on and off remarkably quickly. Can't they? Oh, yeah. So should we have a look at the leaderboard? 1, we're going to see how far I need to get, how many diamonds I need to get. Oh, thank you, sweet cheeks. Welcome to the club. To get to number 99. I'm so far down the list that it's not even funny. So let's see. Oh, God, this is going to be hilarious. Right, daily rankings. How many diamonds do you think I need to get to number 99 in the queue? To even enter the queue. And while you're working on that, I'm going to have a look down. Let's see if these are daily rankings now as well. Top one at the top, the number 1. They've got 1.2 million. Is Celia in this list anywhere? Well, she's definitely not got number 1. She's not got to number 20. She's not got to number 30. She's going to be feckin' livid. She's going to be absolutely feckin' livid. Even Diadro's gone down the list. He's another one. 49. Oh, Celia, come on. Even Evil Queen's not in there. Oh, they'll all be fucking bouncing. 92. We're down to 92. That'll be a negatory. 37,000. I need 67,900 diamonds to get to the bottom, the very bottom of the barrel, a list. We're going to be waiting a while. They'll be upping up the max. Oh my God. She was bright. I'll be at number 1. I need you to get us to number 1. I need to be number 1 in the rankings. They're not even in the top 100. They'll be absolutely fucking livid. Oh, thank you for that, Rainbows. But yeah, obviously not working out for them. Don't think she'll be bothered too much at the minute, maybe it's because you can imagine she's been given enough money to go on another holiday, right? Then she's causing drama. She's probably only been there a day and she's causing drama. So she's going to make a lot of money off these lives on this holiday. 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 So they're not on the list. They're down off the bottom of the list. But I would love to know where they are in relation to where I am. Of course, it'd be fucking hilarious if they were below me. I would love to get a screenshot of that, but TikTok won't let it happen. Police took her phone, so she just bought another one. Carried on. Yeah, that's what they do. The police even told her not to be going on social media anytime soon. How did that pan out? Rainbows, you're probably down with me. Hey, nothing wrong with being down at the bottom of the list. It's nice and quiet down there. You don't get any drama. Angel, you're welcome. Worth it. Love your lives. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it. I really do. She threatened to go if no one gifted her for number one. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I meant to mention that. Thanks for bringing that up. She was in floods of tears, wasn't she? And it's like, oh, I'm never coming back on this app again. Never coming back on this app again. And here we are. Exactly, Greeny. Yeah. They just go and buy a new phone like that. And if you notice, when they live stream a lot of times, a lot of the begs, they've got multiple phones. They live stream it on a phone, and it's probably an iPhone or something like that. It'll not be something cheap. And then they've got another phone in the hand, and the messaging and things on the phone. They've got multiple phones. Some people are lucky to have a phone. And they're still not fucking grateful. God, can you imagine what the police officer is going through that phone now? Some of the crap he's going to find. I mean, the poor guy could be fucking traumatised for life. She's probably off to meet Eminem. Yeah. He could be. He's probably, you know, he'd have a mansion. How come the police took one phone? Exactly, again, why wouldn't they take all? But I think it was the one she was caught with when she was doing the live. Because when they came in, they told it to stop a live, so they probably just took that phone, because that'll have been a main phone. About 10 different accounts and more than one tax. Oh, God, yeah. He's ripped her off. Oh, sure. Oh, God knows what'll happen. It'll be an interesting one to see, because if they've gone through all of her lives and all of her phone and all the stuff she said, God knows. Hang on. Just unblock that one. That other one, always get an ambulance. Yep. That's another favourite trick. Because see, CLA, if you notice, uses the police, because we do now know that sometimes when the police are called, when she goes away, the police come to her flat. We think she's calling the police herself, to cause drama. Oh, the police are at my flat, they've kicked my door in. So when she comes back, she's got that drama to come back to, and then there's this big hoo-ha. So she uses the police, the emergency services, and Ems uses the ambulance. They're just there all the frigging time. I mean, it's ridiculous. She has 3 names too, so she's claiming benefits. Yeah, oh God, I can only imagine. Of course they'd be claiming all the benefits. I mean, well, again, of course she is. She told us she is. She bragged on one of her lives. Oh, we'll have all the benefits, darling. We'll have all the benefits. And that's the thing. They got all this money coming in. They're doing all this stuff, and it's still not enough. When is enough? Yeah, cops or ambulance. Yeah, I mean, my son got a bit took to cops. Had to come. So these lot. Yeah, exactly. You phone the cops. It takes them 2 hours to get there. CLA's got them nigh and camping outside of a frigging door. So you just watch while she's away on this new holiday, or this new revenue stream, as I like to call it. Let's see if the police turn up at her door while she's away. Yeah, you got to wait 5. I mean, one of my family members is technically dying. She's not very well at all. And she has to go in and out of hospital. And it takes ages to just get an ambulance to come and collect it to take her. Not even in emergency. She's got to wait. And they can't get friggin' hours and hours and hours and hours. And it's traumatic and stressful. And yet Ems just has the freaking ambulance at the door every 5 minutes, so when she's flat out to sleep, and then she abuses them when they come in. Oh, sweet chicks, yeah, it's not a very nice thing, but yeah, I would like to not think that something happened to my relative, and I'm very close to them, and to think that if you know, there was a bad emergency, which there could be at any time, that they phoned for the ambulance and they just couldn't get to her in time. And yet, fucking people in Ems's lives and things are phoning an ambulance out because she's pissed and sat on a stool, and then they seem to be there in a flash. And they seem to forget that they find it funny. But what if one of their relatives was seriously ill and needed that ambulance and he couldn't get there because they were sitting dealing with something like that? It's not right. Not right. NMs were having a heart-to-heart and see later confining all the scams. Oh, yeah, the thing, yeah. Again, they're very open when they do these little collabs about talking about all the stuff that they do openly on the live. And then people still give them and believe the shit that comes out the mouths. I mean, it's incredible. No, cheers, guys. Yeah, it's a thing. I mean, hopefully it's a trend that will stop. It's bad enough them doing what they do, but to involve social, like I say, I was going to say social services, but not our emergency services. Christ, it's because I'm getting that annoyed. As kind of extras in their dramas is just bang out of order. It's not right. It all goes in record, though. I'm sure eventually it might. Thing is, it will catch up with them eventually because it always does. But by then, they've made that much money and caused that much damage. You know that it's sometimes it's you know, closing the gate after the horse is bolted sort of thing. It's like it should be stopped straight away. Hang on, give me the TikTok keeps blocking things. They should be banned from they should, but the TikTok won't ban them. They make too much money. Oh, great job, TikTok says. You have gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. And after I've finished this live, they're going to ask me, you need to engage with the audience more to get them to gift. They sent me a message yesterday saying, your lives do fairly well. Why don't we inviting you to take part in a promotional thing where if you advertise TikTok, your favourite TikTok shop produce and stuff on your channel and people buy from the links, you'll get a cut of the money. They desperately fucking trying to make money off us. They are fucking desperate.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.